What is up, everybody? Turn this down. Yeah, this is. What is this again? Let's talk stocks. I forgot my signature for beginning I was doing. Yo, sorry I'm late. Let's get down to business. If you probably look at your feed, it says, hey man, it says I'm going to be live from 11 to 12. Thought I was going to be here, but I do have a job and they held me back. I had to work today, so I was a little upset about that. Also, I was upset because I had some great trade ideas because I knew this market was going down. Basically, I was already basically going to struggle. I was already in a couple of positions that I wanted to get longer in, and it didn't happen. Also, I wanted to close some positions. So, what are you going to do? Trading on the phone or trading by the beach. Open up your laptop and start trading. I think it's a bunch of bull. It's hard to trade on your phone. It's hard when you have a lot of positions and you're fumbling with your phone, and you get the fat finger going on with your phone. It's difficult, So I just didn't trade. I sat on my hands and I wished for the best. I had some automatic trades open, for like winning trades that would fill and they close out and I win the trade. But sometimes I just like going over all the time. I like going over all the trades, looking at everything to see if I still want to be in the positions or not, just depending on where it's moving. So here's the SPY. Today's Fed day, right? The Fed's gonna come out and tell us all some good news or bad news. So, man, this is what's been going on today. So look, right around the 11:45, the market's kind of giving it up. Yeah. And I'm short. I figured it would struggle. That's why you see my lines. And if you look right here, this is where I was like, yep, it's going to struggle right there. Or if it were to get past that, it would struggle right here. See, I got it a little highlighted behind that high to 94.92, and I still think I don't know if we're going down or anything significant. I just think that it's gonna struggle. Maybe some sideways action. We came a long way. Look at that, a long way. Damn, from that bottom right there, we up 25.5%. That is insane. So a little rest, a little break is good. Hey, good news. I'm going to show you my Tasty trade because my Tasty trade account, which is Tasty Works, that's their brokerage. Excellent brokerage if you want to get into options. Excellent meaning prices because to buy options and to sell options cost $1 and to close it, $0. To close any position, $0. So to buy $1, sell $1. If you want to just buy stocks, that's $5. Close that, $0. So you pay no money on closing your trade. Also, it's only $10 a leg, right? So if I do a vertical and I want to do 20 of them, I want to sell the 20s and buy the 30s, I want to do it 20 times, it's only going to be $10 a leg instead of 20 for 40. Typical broker charging you $1, but that would be $40. Right, so they $20 a leg. You can't beat that. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna look at Google, and I already had some short positions on there, and I'm gonna pull. I saw in the pre-market. I hate the 1 minute chart on my charts. I saw in the pre-market. This is the daily. This is today. No, this is today. Sorry. Maybe I got to bring back the minute. Why is it so? There we go. I like that. So I saw in the pre-market that this thing was popping. And I was like, oh man, I got to get home and sell some shorts. I said it in the video yesterday. I said, this thing is not going back over 1200. It's just not. So I sold some calls above the market over there. And I wanted to lay into that position today because it's popped up. I was like, oh man, this thing is, am I a millionaire? Anthony Johnson, nah, I'm just a guy that goes to work, man, and trades on the side. I want to be that way. And I think you could do it. I mean, all the millionaires, they got a bunch of stocks, right? us regular people, this is how you get rich. There's no rich people that's not the other way around. You know what I mean? This is the game to get you rich. This is the game that makes your money make money. So let me talk about this, and I'm going to show you my Tasty Work account and show you what trades I got on. So stay tuned, Anthony. So anyway, yeah, so it was like, I don't know. Yeah, you can see over my head. I'm looking over here to the left of the screen. Oh, yeah, this thing is getting ready to open up 1,200. I was going to lay into it, and sure enough, remember, I couldn't get by the computer. Boom, this thing's been dropping ever since. I don't want to get in now. It's already down 25 points. I do have some shorts above that by selling calls, and I didn't want to put in an automatic order because you'll get a shitty fill on a stock like Google with wide spreads in the options. So I didn't want to put nothing like a market order in, or, you know, so I just missed it. But here, I'll show you what I got going on here. So here's my Tasty Work account. I got the Disney stock on, and you could see, yeah, damn, this is what look at the PL for the day, the P&L for the day. You can see I'm just up. Every position, Amazon up, Chipotle up, and I love seeing green, especially if the market's showing red, you know, where everything is working, you know. So I shorted the SPY. You can look at the deltas here. If you see negative delta, that means it's a short position for the most part. Short in Disney, you know, long Facebook, short in Google, short in Microsoft. I'm short the rut, but just a little bit. That's right. So if that's, you know, for every dollar it moves, I get $4. And I'm short the SPX, and I'm short Amazon. I got a lot of short positions going on. So it's working out. Look at that, green, straight down the line. I love it. 227, 224, 5, 6, 7. It's like up $800. I'll take it. So anyway, let's go back. This is my Tasty account, my Thinkorswim account. That's my Tasty account. I trade 3 accounts, so it's kind of hard going back and forth to this account. You know, some account I want to trade a little safe in this one, a little, you know, it just depends. But it's a little difficult, man. Anthony, when I'm a millionaire, I'm changing the name of the channel. I want to call it "This Is Millionaire." So stupid. That's me, not you. I'm so stupid. Anyway, so I wanted to adjust my positions. Chipotle fired off, and I got all my money back. Oh man, I actually sold some more puts over here. I should have waited. I knew it was going to struggle at that 700 mark. I was down when this thing reported earnings about 1,200. I got all of it back. Remember, I said I was in a revenge trade, and I got it back. You know, so I'll take it. I will take it. So yeah, you don't want to do a revenge trade. If you lose, if you're making a trade and you lose, just get out. Just sell it and be done with that stock. Because revenge trade, you won't do it like you're supposed to. You just feel it just doesn't work. It just, you know, but it worked for me. I don't know why I did it, because I was like, oh man, I got this. I know this thing is going on. And I just left some of the positions on, and I got all the money back. So this was my biggest loss for the year, something like $1,200. I think now I'm only down like $90. I'll take that, you know. And I got another trade on. I am short. Is this it? Right around this line. I sold the 650. I sold the 650, bought the 630 for like $2 and change or something like that. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's 16 days out, because, yeah, let's look at the analyze. I can show you right here. Let's see if you can understand this. There we go. This is the May 19th, May 17th. This is 16 days out. So I sold the, what is that? I'm looking at the chart, but that's not it. Yeah, I guess it was the 670s. I sold the 670s and bought the 650s. So meaning, as long as Chipotle over the next 16 days stays above 670, let's change this to where it should be. That's It's going to be, I'll make $488, and it's right here in the left-hand corner. See that? If I move the graph, see how when I move this line to the left and as it goes down, we're looking at the blue line, by the way. That's the expected value at expiration. And you see, I can lose $3,512 if it doesn't. So if they come out and they're like, oh man, salmonella is found in the Chipotle, and it's like boom, and they sell the stock off, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. I'm not looking to get the whole $488, just half of it. So when this thing gets a value to like 244, yeah, that's about right. I'm out. Just going to take half. If you look at the theta here, right here, it's making $20 a day, and each day that goes up. See, we could simulate that by clicking this right here, right? I'm going to click it. See, watch tomorrow, boom, and see tomorrow the time decay is $22. Click it for the next day, May 3rd. Now it's $24, and so forth and so forth. You keep clicking it, you watch that purple line just slowly catch up to the blue line, and that means that's the trade is closing. It's losing values. It's getting towards that the final. I'm lost for words. It's getting towards the expiration value, right? So the purple line is current value, and right now, let's make it go to today. I think I'm losing money in it. No, it actually says I'm up like $10. So anyway, even though it went down, so you have all of this room for playing. If you look at the chart, you could see. I was gonna say this thing wants to go down. I'm looking at that weekly, and I'm like, what did I do? But I think it found a short-term bottom, but wow, that first glance, see, man, I might not have put that trade on. I should have pulled up this chart, the 1 hour. I'm just feeling confident, but I think this thing is gonna jump that 700 and just kind of ride it out like it's been, so this is a pretty good stock, great earnings, and I like the stocks that come out with the great earnings because I know everybody wants this. They want it. They want in. They're watching this stock, and that big money wants in. So I don't think they're going to let it go down too much. Right here was a great earnings, and that was the earnings report that declined that big red bar. But also they came out with releasing a subpoena. They got subpoenaed this. They want to show some documents of that E. coli, salmonella, whatever it was. So, boom. And you see it hasn't traded lower since, Right here is I'm hoping it stays above that line over the next 16 days. Theoretically, no, that's not the word I'm looking for. Theoretically, yeah, maybe 7 days. I'll probably be able to get out of this trade. All right, so that was Chipotle, the rut, which, yeah, I'm short this thing too, but remember I liked it. And I go over the same stocks every day. I might have to make this every other day, this show, right? And what I want you guys to do is, tell me what you guys are doing so we can talk about it, because that gives me ideas for other things, and I can show you where I get some of my ideas. But yeah, it gives me ideas for other things, and we could talk about it. Just to stock talk. That's what we do. What am I talking about? The rut. Oh, this is it right here. I still like it. I know it's coming down, but I still like it because if you pull out the, say, weekly, look at that. Put a cup in the plate on that. So I think it just hit some short-term resistance, and maybe it goes down to here. Yeah, you can see where I got that yellow line. I think I sold some puts over there, but I also sold some calls temporarily. Now, selling calls, I could be talking over everybody's head, but if you know options, selling calls means I'm bearish, meaning I think the stock is going to go down. So I sold some calls short term because I don't think it's going to go down for long. I actually think it's going to bust through. Why? Because everything else is busting through. Let's look at the SPY. The SPY is at an all-time high, right? Let's look at the Qs. Qs, all-time high. It's leaving the small caps behind. What's the mid caps? Is it MDY? Mid cap, MDY. Yeah, that's kind of. I like the rut better, but yeah, it's not reaching an all-time high. So something with the small caps, the mid caps, they're just not doing it. I believe the Russell 2000, which is the small caps, has a lot of finance in it, but the banks are doing well now. See, they're not almost at an all-time high, but they're doing better from that 26 right there, from that March, that December 24th low. You know, they're doing better than the small caps. So what is up? I'm rooting for your small caps. I got the trades on, and that's what's up. So rut. There we go. There we go. Where's my trades? Working on his filled orders. You can see some of my trades. See, I just fired off some of the Chipotle. Square. Yeah, I wanted to talk about Square. Let's bring that up. You know, Square reports earnings today. I really, really think this thing is going to pop hard. I feel because it did in the past. And it used to be a Wall Street darling. If we look back, look at this thing, boom, boom, and its counterpart, which is eBay. Let's look at eBay real quick. You know, eBay is doing well. Actually, I kind of like that too. If it gets above that resistance, that's eBay. And then let me go back to Square. You see how strong eBay was looking, and then Square is looking kind of weak. It has some weird price action since it reported last, and it's a lot of selling has been going on. You can really see it in the daily. If it goes up like right here, let me get rid of some of these drawings. If it goes up, it immediately comes down the next day. Anytime it goes up, it goes down hard, and if you look at it, it's going lower highs, and even now lower lows. So I'm not sure if Square is going to do what it's been doing. So I owned 25 call options on this thing, and I had no idea that I was that long. I was like, oh my God. Now let me show you the power of 25 call options. Where are we at? 74. If this thing would have reached 80, I would have had something like $10,000. Okay. Now, if it say it goes the other way, 70, I would have lost something like that. That was insane. And I thought I was actually going to hold them through earnings. So I still got 14. I've been selling some. Let's look at the daily. Watch what's going on here. This is what's been going on. We had I wanted to sell out here in the morning, and I was working. So that's another trade I missed. And when I got free to maybe look at my phone and maybe pop off a trade, it was already down. So I waited, and I can't remember if I sold some here. I might have sold some there. And then it's just been flatline. Look at it. It's earnings today. I think towards the end of the day that it's going to make another attempt at this high for all the people trying to get in to catch the pop in the earnings. But I'm not sure if this thing is going to maintain. I don't know if it's going to pop. It's been popping. It's already at the top of the Bollinger Band. I love this bar here. Man, look at that. Is it worth a highlight? Yeah. I love that. Big volume too. And big volume right here, but it was a pullback, And then I like it, but I just don't like look at these selling. I don't know what's up with Square. Something is up. Somebody knows something according to the chart. All right, I'm just looking at the chart, how weak it is to its counterparts, how weak it's been to the market. It's been stuck in this range forever, and it just doesn't make sense. So it makes me think somebody knows something now. It's my Twitter. Let me go to FinViz. Let's go to FinViz and we pull up Square because Jack Dorsey, the CEO, he's been insider selling forever. You see, look at that chart. Look how it's breaking out. It's right at the tip of that triangle. And that's where you're going to have significant pressure to the upside or the downside. Right now, that's looking like the upside, but I just don't know. Because you see, look, it's been trending down for the last 2 months, and the stock market's been going up. Why? All right, let's look at the insider selling, which is going to be way down here. And look at Jack. Oh, my God. He's just been, look, sell. This is just April 3rd, April 10th. He's been selling every week, you know, for weeks. For weeks, he come way down here. When's his first sale? Right here, August 22nd, and then August 29th, and then September 5th to September 12th. Right here, October 3rd, October 10th, October 17th, October 24th, and 100. Each trade is worth about $8 to $10 million, right? So 10, 20, 30, 40 million right here, let's say. Then come up here, another 15 million. You know, come up here. Where am I at? 6 million. I mean, if you believe in your company, now I know people sell for any kind of reason, any kind, right? Need to, who knows, buy another house and they sell some stock. But if you know your stock is about to explode, I don't think you're selling anything. You'll probably find a loan or something. So, you know, look, the chief accounting officer, February 28th, March 4th, he's out. He's out for his 200,000, maybe 500,000. You know, from here, just from February to April 10th, let me get a rough estimate on that number. All right, so this is going to take a little bit. 7.5 plus 7.8 plus 7.9. And the other guy, he's plus 8 plus, and I want to get this guy, then 7.7 plus 7.9 plus 7.7 plus 7.6 plus 7.9 plus 5 plus. So since February 6th, he took out $75 million, you know, in stock. He sold that. That's just from there. I didn't even count all of these trades down here. So it's just not the sign of somebody that knows the stock is going to pop. Because if it goes to like 80, 85, sell then. Wait until notice all these sales right here. Wait for the earnings report. You know, so you got the president, this capital lead guy, everybody's selling. This is insane. Yeah, this is insane. Let's look at my YouTube dashboard. Yeah, not many people in here. Come on. Anyway, Square, where you guys? Good prices will be 5 times tomorrow. I was in that moved an inch or 3 in the last month. See this guy right here, shocked. This stock has not moved an inch in 3 months. Last quarter was not bad. The last quarter was not bad either. So do they know something? Well, we're about to find out, because I know if I was in a hot stock, I was the CEO and I had a bunch of shares, I'm not selling. I'm keeping it. I'm waiting until I know that the stock is going to do bad. And so I think that's what's going on. That's what makes me scared. Let's go back to it. And I want out. I want out of all of my calls. I was going to hold through it, but you know, I made up the early losses I had, and I'm hoping that this thing pops for the end of the day, something like this, and I'm gonna get out. Yeah. So that's my plan there. Yeah. So that's all my trades. This is the stock talk. Square's on deck. Square's on report. And now let me tell you something that Apple has reported, because if you was watching my videos, Apple's holding in there. Wow. 215. Hmm. Oh, it should say 6%. Seems like it should be higher than that. Yeah, 6.5%. Hmm. Yeah, I didn't think it. Yeah, Apple's full speed ahead for Apple. I mean, there's nothing here to the left. I mean, he's not. I mean, this stock is not going to hit any resistance. Let's see. Let's look at the monthly. Let's get a nice picture. Yeah, I'm gonna say more of I guess right now, and then maybe a little bit. Yeah, I think this thing. I remember when it left. It was 187, something like that, way back here, right around here, and this is when Warren Buffett said he's in for a gazillion million. Boom, you got this bar right here, and then it reported earnings right here, and it sold off. People thought Apple was left it out for dead. Then the market comes back. Apple's coming back with it. It had a great earnings report. So where does it stop? Where does it stop? Does it reach an all-time high? And it's $1 trillion company today. It made it back to the top. I don't know. I think Apple's going to be toppy too. Slow moving, slow grind, but hey, Disney, I thought Disney would be the same thing. I got my short in Disney. That's working perfectly because it was just too much. Look at that. I mean, this is a multi-billion-dollar market cap in Disney. Let's pull it up. Disney. Where's your market cap, Disney? Right here, $241 billion market cap. And you just don't move that kind of market cap, up 30% in, what is this, a few days. No. So you're going to come back down to reality, Disney. And that's why I got the shorts up there. So I lost my phone. Four plus 3. Ever thought about day trading hour a day out? No, I trade options. I have better probabilities. Day trading to me sucks. People lose money in that. You would be great. Why do you think I would be great? Are you selling me a program? Nah, I mean, let's pull up my tasty word. Look, this is all today. I ain't day trade nothing, and there it is. I'm up like $800. You don't have to sit there and watch, up, down, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. So that's why I don't day trade. I mean, tomorrow it could be the same results as long as my trades keep going in the right direction, and then, so that's how I do it. This account is kind of the same way. I'm just electing not to show it. I did show it though. Look in my history. Just like 2 videos ago, I said my P&L. I show this account right here. I show exactly what's going on. Yeah, that's to me. Maybe I'll do a little video on why day trading sucks. Was it 99% of people lose money, right? Alexa, how profitable are day traders? See, she knows.
Here's something I found from the article Day Trading on Wikipedia. Because of the nature of financial leverage and the rapid returns that are possible, day trading results can range from extremely profitable to extremely unprofitable, and high-risk profile traders can generate either huge percentage returns or huge percentage losses.
She's giving me nothing.
Did that answer your question?
Absolutely not.
Thanks for your...
She said you could either make a lot of money or lose a lot of money. It's extremely risky. You could be extremely profitable or extremely unprofitable or whatever. But yeah. Well, anyway, if you're serious, thank you. I appreciate it. That if I'll be good, but I don't know. If you notice, I look at the weekly chart. Because it's a slower moving chart, so it's not, day traders are looking at minutes and look at it. I can't call that. I have no idea where the stock is going. I have none. They're looking at today. Like here's some resistance. Actually, I think it's going up, right? If you just play simple support and resistance, we're going to get a bounce right here like what we did, and possibly this might be a good entry point. The slow stochastic is pointing up. So yeah, I'm all in, and I'm going to set my my R, my profit target somewhere down here. So my risk reward profile, right? I don't want to lose no more than 2% if it goes down to here. So I'm going to buy my shares. So I need, let's say I'm willing to risk $300, right? So I'm willing to risk $300, and my stop is going to be, I don't know, 136.70, let's say. So that's 30 points away. I'm willing to risk $300. $300 divided by, is it 30 cents? Equals 1,000, right? So I could buy 1,000 shares, but then I can't afford 1,000 shares. I can't afford 1,000 shares. Does that now be, yeah, that would be 1,000 times 136. That'll be $136,000. So let's say I just buy, I don't know, 136. I'll just 137 for simple math. Times 200. Okay, so let's put $27,000 in. That'll give me 200 shares, and I'll lose 30 cents a share. So 200. I don't want to lose no more than 30 cents, right? So 200 times 0.3, which is $60. Okay, so that's the most I have at risk. Buy my 200 shares for 27,000, and set my stop loss for 136.70, and that's it. And then I'll set my profit target to double that, which will be $1.20. So $1.20 from my entry, say 136.92, 137.92, 138.10. I'll set my profit target somewhere up here. No, 60. 30 cents. That's 30 cents. So 60 cents. 137.40. Yeah, something like that. 137.50. But how do I know it's going to get this high? How do I know? I don't know. But I tell you what, so far my trade is working, because I sure would have got in right there. So yeah, there it is. Support, display support and resistance. I can't do that. And you see how much money? I don't nowhere near have that kind of money on the line right now. You would be great. Yes, see, then and like a stop loss. Yeah, so yeah, but you see how much money I needed? 137,000 to get it right, or it doesn't, just 200 shares of this would have been gosh, I forgot already. 27,000. It's too much, but yeah, look at that. I'm doing it. It is working. So where would I get out? Right here? Maybe somewhere around there. We're gonna get a pullback, because there's a channel, right? So yeah, I'm gonna say I think I would start taking some off right now before it hits that. And and see, it's just too much. But if you pull out the weekly and look at that, you say to yourself, "Oh my God, this thing is going down. There's no way, right? It's going down." What's his name? The penny trader dude calls it a supernova. It's supernovaing. Yeah, see, I know about him. Anyway, and it's coming back down. Let's look at the monthly. It's so easy. You can see where it's going. And if you look back at the last couple of years, it's been going nowhere. But you also see the hills and valleys. So when it was down here, you can probably buy. And then everything is just opens up, and it's slow moving. I don't have to rush in to get the trade, rush to get out. Let's look at the monthly. And this is awesome. Let me clear these drawings. Look at that monthly. Oh man, I love this monthly chart. Mark the chalk up. Previous support and resistance. Yeah, so you see, you do it. You day trade. You know what's going on. You have to, I did a video on this too. You have to do what works for you. right? I think in trading, I don't think there's this holy grail. I don't think there's any book you can follow and then you read it and then you all of a sudden trade like him. Because this person, it's trading his emotions, right? You can't teach emotion, right? So that one thing alone makes it makes it don't work. So people are selling courses, but yet you're not going to be like the person selling the course. There's no way. But you can take little tidbits from this course, and this course, whatever. Trade, practice, paper trade, even though that sucks too because you don't have any money in it. There's no emotion. You could find what works for you. So take a little piece from here, little piece from here, little piece from here. Find what works for you, what makes you feel comfortable, what makes you able to sit back and chill. And I know options do it for me, and looking at weekly and monthly charts because it's slow motion and decide what I want to do. Sometimes I get, don't go too big. When you go big, it's pain when you go big, but also it's good gains when everything is right. But let's look at this chart. Look at that shelf right here. I mean, look at it. Finally broke out after 1, 2, 3 and a, excuse me, broke out after 3.5 years on good volume. So now if you day trade and you're doing the minute, 2 minute, you know that if a breakout happens in 3.5 year breakout, that is going to be so strong. It's going to be the strongest trend. Put all your money in Disney, meaning, you could be buying Disney right now like you would buy an S&P 500 fund. This thing is going to be going up for probably years to come. Possibly something like that trend. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, right? A 3-year stall and maybe another 6 years to the upside. Buy leaps, calls, put money in every week, everything you got to do, and the thing pays a dividend, right? So that's what I like. That's how I trade. It's relaxing. I can make money every day, and just my money's making money. This is a great stock. Most likely nothing's going to happen to it. We all know Disney. Now, granted, if the economy starts sputtering or, people just start not going to the parks and, whatever. They make most of their money off this ESPN thing, right? So, because, people like my mom and stuff got to pay. If you got cable, you're paying Disney, what, $15 a month of your cable bill, I believe, is 12 to 15 is going to Disney for ESPN, even if you don't watch sports or don't even watch any of those channels. And so people's cord cutting, right? And the cord cut was killing it. That's why this stock was going nowhere. So now that they announced their whole Disney Plus and all the movies is going on, and boom, that's when we had this big knee-jerk reaction. It broke out of this range, and this thing, it's going to pull back. I think it's going to pull back a little bit, and then it's going to start trending higher. So that's my trade. That's my long-term trade. I'll be putting all kinds of money into that and just letting it sit. Buy leaps, what you name it. Right now, though, it was strong. It was a strong pop. So I think it's that trend, that 6-year trend is going to, might not start for a month or two. Anyway, you said like when Tesla was going down the other day, a day trade. Well, I totally missed the Tesla trade, and I did a video on how to trade Tesla. Let me pull it up real quick. Look at, the month is over. I said, don't look at and I wanted to do an update, and I still may do that update video. I said, don't look at the daily because it broke the daily because it could easily, pop back, can easily snap back. But anyway, you had a close below support. You already got the line drawn. The weekly, you had a close below support. That's not good. And then now the monthly, which just ended yesterday, you have a close below support. So this thing, to me, is headed straight down to here. That's where the next support is. It's not. I shouldn't say straight down, but you'll zigzag your way all the way down to this 180. That's when you buy. Scoop it up right there. Here's short. I say put it on, and I just may put on a trade myself. I got to look at the options. Let me show you something. Let's look at the leaps. Let's look at the leaps of Tesla. Let's get rid of all of these. Let's go way down here. Let's go out. Let's go out 2 years. Well, it's about a year and a half. Look into the 35, the 30. Look how much money you can get for selling the $30 leap. You get at least what, 130? You can get at least $160 for this. But so they thinking this thing. Look at the trades here. They thinking this thing is going bankrupt. This is insane. Look at that. $25 you can get that for you can sell that for $125. Do it 10 times. That's why can't I do the math on that? That's $1,200. Easy money, right? So easy money, but it's not. Is it easy? You know, it just might go there. There is huge premium down here. Let's say something like $5. Man, let's go out a little further. Look at the action. Look at the volume down here. You can get, for selling the 30, get $2. That is incredible. So that means your price is really, you get about $250, let's say. That means your price is really 27.50 is when your risk starts. $2, let's say $2,230 divided by 30. 7%. You're getting 7% of the price of 30. That's easy money, but it's not. I'm scared of that trade. I want to take it. I want to take something going on, but we'll wake up one day and boom, such and such, and Tesla will be at zero. It'll be, if they declare bankruptcy or something happen, they don't pay one of those notes. It's trading at $234 now. We'll wake up and the thing will be trading at $50, and that's why these are like that. You know, they struggle every month or whatever it is to pay that note. And I was long Tesla. I like Tesla. I'm all for it, and I had my lines here, and if you look back, 4 + 3. I'm reading your comment. Amazon news that came out, stock went up. You called it. I made money on a day trade. Oh, really? All right. Way to go. You shouldn't follow me, though. You just got to throw that out there. But, hey, way to go. I made a bunch of money on that, too. I'm up like 16 grand on Amazon. That's my favorite stock. I mean, all that premium, and that's why I can't day trade. Yeah, you make too much money with options, and then you're nickel and diamond with the penny stocks or not, whatever stock. So, yeah, I'm glad so what makes you've been watching me for a while. You just now commenting? Are you just now commenting on these videos? Because I really appreciate your mingling. It gives me something to talk about. I run out of stuff to talk about. And I got to keep running my mouth, otherwise nobody's going to watch. They're not watching anyway, but I got you. So we talk all day, Hey, check this out. Draw my square. Look at this, man. This is so perfect, right? You had that level, and then here was the next trading level. Could I draw it? Right? And now you see it going back. Maybe I should have drew that a little lower. But you see it going back into this first level here. And I think, it's going to mess around in here for a couple of years. It might shoot right through this and go down to that 50 mark. Here's your other level, kind of, big over there. So you see what was happening? Boom, just like steps, boom, boom. And right in this area, right there, I thought that it would bust out of this range and hit that next range, the 420 to 450, 60 range. And it didn't. It failed. This came down. Look at these moving average. Excuse me. See, you could see things more clearly on these monthlies. This is the secret. This is a secret because nobody uses monthlies. I mean, I won't say nobody, but trade off these monthlies. You might not get the action every day, but you could see where the stock is trying to go. Look at the moving averages just turning to the downside. That's where it's going. You know, and I love Tesla. I was thinking about buying a Tesla car, but I'm afraid now. You know, I think it's going down here, and I think one day you see all the premium in those options, those put options. I think one day we do wake up and it's all over for Tesla because they didn't make this payment, or you know, this bankruptcy of car fire. I mean, these guys are, from what I hear, they're not even supporting their cars no more when they're having problems. People are having a hard time getting these things fixed because they closed a lot of dealerships, and it's just not looking good. It was looking bright over here, but lately it's not looking good. They had layoffs. The deliveries was the worst deliveries in some time. I forgot what it was. They running out of money. I mean, you name it. It's just been happening. Look, this thing is down 1.73 today. Yeah, if I can get a bounce up in this stock, I will want to put on a trade. I don't think it's a good idea to do it now. We need some kind of bounce, something that is going to bring it back into this area, right? Something where you get those people all hopeful. Oh yeah, we get ready to run for Tesla, and boom, that's when you hit them. That's when you hit them short. Start buying puts or selling call spreads. You know, yeah, that news came out, the stock went up, I called it, made money. Yeah, that's it, man. So that's how I make my money. Follow, if you want another tip from me, monthly charts. They so tell you the setup. You know, Disney, look at that. That is beautiful. Gosh, let me tell you, this is the next best chart, okay? So you want to make some more money. This is long-term money. This is not money you're going to just cash out tomorrow. You know, buy today, sell tomorrow. Long-term. Use this like a S&P 500 fund. Disney. Collect that dividend. Where we are with the dividend. 1.29%. 1.29% dividend. SBUX. This was one of my first trades I put on the channel. Doesn't that look familiar? It looks familiar. Look, let's do this. Oh, where's my chart? I hope you're looking. I'm gonna do this. Boom. And doesn't that look just like the Disney? Oh man. And let me get this. My hand. Oh shoot. Doesn't that look just like the Disney? Right there. 2-3 years, right? And you had the pop above, big volume, everything is the same. But when you zoom out, look what happened. Starbucks, it's the same. I called this. I so called this way back here. You can go back in the history of my channel and you'll see it. But what had happened was this. This is a fake breakdown. And this is what I think that could happen with Tesla. It's the same thing. So if I move this over like that, doesn't that look like the Tesla chart? It looks exactly like it. But when something like this happens and you immediately gets rejected, it goes hard the other way because all these people, they buying and selling, whatever. And also Starbucks is doing good. We're just talking technical. Starbucks, it's amazing how stock charts work because Starbucks is doing great things in the store as well. You know, so this is too strong. This one's going to pull back too. This is a short. This is a great stock for long term, but this is just too much. Too much. But what has happened, you had this volatility squeeze, almost a 3-year volatility squeeze, make it nice and tight. And then when it breaks out from there, you have all of that energy just flying out of there. That's what happens. And that's what's going to happen with, what stock was we just talking about? That's what's going to happen with Disney. The same thing that you just saw is going to happen with Disney. There it is right there. And look at it. The stock, I shorted it. It's you know, it's kind of not giving it up yet. I'm waiting for it to kind of come back here a little bit. Starbucks did. Starbucks, it wasn't long. They pulled back. Mm, I can't remember. They pulled back, and I was waiting to get in because it's funny. I didn't even get in my own recommendation. I was in, but that fake out got me. I sold, and then I kind of saw it come back in range, and I bought a little bit. I was still afraid, but I was loaded up on Starbucks. So, anyway, yeah, it's got to come back in range. Can we at least test this area? Can we test that? You know, I can't draw my line. Let me see what you're saying. Up and away. True indeed. True indeed. All right, so that's what's up. It was great having a talk. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here because I make these videos long. People don't want to watch it, but I think I'm entertaining. I be talking some stuff. I be honest. You know, I'm not the greatest technical person or the greatest trader, and I'm not gonna sit here and give you no mumbo jumbo. Oh, the stochastic and this and that and all that. You know those big 4-syllable words that all the guys be throwing out. You're not gonna hear that from me. You know what you're gonna hear from me? Looks like it's going up. It looks like it's going down. Looks like you're gonna hear super basic stuff that you could actually place trades around that work. I think a lot of people's over technical and look at this and this, blah, blah, blah. You know, I got this video I want to do, and I don't want to tease it. I'm going to do it with my girlfriend, and we're gonna kind of make fun. We're gonna predict the market, and we kind of gonna make fun of some of the guys, but no names. But basically, we're gonna keep it real simple. It's gonna be fun. I hope it's gonna be good. But yeah, that's what you're gonna hear from me. It's just up, down. I mean, you could pull out FinViz. They throw some nice lines and trend lines up when you pull up a chart, and you can see like this one. It's showing you that it's toppy right there. You know, this is the Disney one. Let's look at what it's got going on with Apple. So I look at this too to see because I might miss the line. So look, it busts through that. They can't really draw any. You know, Apple might just go right up to those highs. It might just do it. It held good ground today. It's not giving it up. Let's bring back. It is not giving it up. Maybe it will a little bit when the Fed comes out. I'm going to the minute chart. Let's go. Yeah, now my chart's going to act up. There it is. Oh, shoot. What is going on? And yeah, it's been trending higher all day. It's not really giving it up. That's a good sign. You know, possibly people is selling their Google and buying Apple. That's always a I think that's a huge possibility. I think people are fed up. They fed up with this Google. Look at that. Isn't it exactly the opposite of Apple? Isn't it kind of the same money? So that's what I think the professionals are doing. They're like, oh, let's sell our Google. We'll just buy more Apple. Because Apple's got the I think they said they're doing a $77 million buyback. AAPL buyback. Let's Google that. Apple boosts share buyback plans by $75 billion and raised dividend. Let me tell you, that's a stop. That's a put. I mean, that's basically saying it's not going down because they're going to be buying. They're going to be buying $75 billion worth of stock, and it's all clear to go in. Matter of fact, that's one of for my long-term strategies where, like I was just telling you about Disney, beautiful long-term strategies. I look for stocks with buybacks, huge buybacks, because they holding it up. You know that money's coming in, you know, especially on down days. That money is coming in, and the people that's selling, even though it could be going down, they're gonna be wishing they wasn't selling. Buybacks are so huge, you know, for the long term, because they announced it today. People will forget about it in a week. They'll start selling it, whatever it does. But you just remember, they buying back $75 billion of their own stock. And they don't just do that if they know the companies suck. They're gonna they buying it because they know it's a good investment, and you know, and it's gonna help shareholders gain value. Take some of that float out of there. Anyway, go to channel. I done did something. All right, so 4 plus 3, I'm out. Thanks for watching, man. If you can thumbs up this video, I appreciate it. Share it, do whatever. And anybody else that was silent, thanks for watching as well. You can join the conversation. Next time, normally I have Double D in here. He's a good conversational piece, and we talk. Let's take a look at Square, and this is it's looking good. I might be able to get out of my options. It's going back to this highs. I think this thing is going to at least test this high before it closes, right? Because people's going to want to get in for the pop. But I don't know what it's going to do. We looked at Jack Dorsey selling millions, damn near sold 100 million shares, $100 million worth of the stock. Why would you do that if it's going all-time highs? He knows what's going on with this company. So very suspect. I ain't never see a company where somebody's getting out like that, unless he's going to decide to run for president or something like that. I mean, it's like, yeah, I don't know any Square. So very, very, very heavy insider selling. And I think that's what's been keeping the stock down and depressed. So I think, although this thing's been popping on prior earnings, I think it's going to be going down. And I can give you a trade. I can give you a trade right now, because every time it popped, it sold off and stayed off. So if this thing does pop tomorrow, boom, that's an immediate short. It just shorted. It's going down, and possibly if I'm here and not working, I might put that trade on as well to short Square, because that's been the pattern. That's what's been going on for every pop. Every pop is just was down. So, I mean, look at here. Couldn't even hold this one. And this is beautiful. Look at this with the volume. It's All right, so thanks for watching. I am out. Let me check the comments one last time. All right, that's it, man. I appreciate everybody watching. Stay tuned. Have good trading. Make money. And that's it. Thanks for watching once again. This is Dre, and I'm out.